Have you ever wondered why we like some foods that are bad for us when our sense of taste was specifically designed to tell the difference? I'll tell you why and more in today's episode on nutrition. Usually, when people think of bacteria, they think that they're all bad. However, we depend on some types of bacteria to digest food or even to survive. These are called symbiotic bacteria. Symbiotic bacteria are a type of bacteria that have a symbiotic relationship with us. This means that they help us and we give them a fraction of our nutrients in return. How does something as small as a bacteria help us? Well, whether you want to know this or not, there are trillions of bacteria inside our bodies, and we inherited each of them from our mother when we were born. There are 4 general types of bacteria. The first is helpful to us. It does things like help protect us from foreign substances, produce vitamins, and most importantly, help to digest things like fiber and some starches and sugars. What about your body's immune system? Well, they're not only fine with this type of bacteria, but they help protect it from foreign substances as if it were one of the body cells. The second type of bacteria is not harmful to the body in any way, but they aren't helpful either. The body's immune system leaves them alone just as long as they don't do anything to harm the body. The third type of bacteria does nothing good for the body, but it's not way too harmful either. This type of bacteria includes the type in moles and warts on the skin and cavities on your teeth. The immune system does not like them, so that's why you really only see them on the skin or in the mouth where the white blood cells can't reach them. The third type of bacteria is dangerous and can be lethal. It also only comes from outside the body, inherited from a different host. They use your body to breed, and to do so, they use your body's nutrients, stealing it before it gets to your cells, causing many cells to die of starvation. Also, they release toxins that can damage your body cells and tissues. Your immune system does not like this type of bacteria, but it's not very good at taking care of it. With the virus, the white blood cells can just consume the infected cells, killing hundreds at a time. However, bacteria can reproduce on their own, so they don't need to take over the cells. So, the white blood cells can only kill them one at a time. But no need to fear, antibiotics are here, and thank goodness mushrooms exist, because if not, the world would be a lot different today. Antibiotics are pills that contain mostly fungus and bacteria that naturally kill other bacteria. That fungus bacteria is the same kind of stuff that's in mold. Consuming antibiotics kills most types of bacteria. You should not take antibiotics unless you know that you have a harmful bacteria in your body, because it could kill many of the good bacteria that your body needs. How does this have anything to do with which foods you crave? Well, there is far more than one type of symbiotic bacteria, and in this example, we'll look at just 5. Let's just say that the green type will only eat hamburgers, the blue bacteria will only eat fruits, the dark blue bacteria will only eat vegetables, the purple bacteria will only eat cakes, and the pink bacteria will only eat milk. Now your brain has a tight relationship with these symbiotic bacteria, because they do so much for your body. So it listens to what they say they like to eat, making you want to eat the type of food that they want. So if you eat a cake, the purple cake-eating bacteria will consume the parts of the cake that it can't eat, then it will survive and be able to reproduce. So now there are more of that cake-eating bacteria to tell your brain to eat more cake. And because you just ate cake, the rest of the symbiotic bacteria aren't getting fed the food that they can eat, so they either die or just don't reproduce. The next time you eat the foods that they like, it won't taste as good as it could have. However, if you eat too much cake, your brain will take over and say, "No, we need a variety of foods in our diet to keep us healthy. We need sugars and calories, but too much is not good for us." And you will not crave cake as much anymore. Conclusion: the reason why we like some foods that aren't good for us is because of symbiotic bacteria in our body that help us digest foods. They tell our brain that we like to eat a certain food, and if we do eat it, that type of bacteria will survive and be able to reproduce, so more of itself will tell the brain to eat that certain food again. When this happens, other types of bacteria with different food preferences are not able to survive and reproduce, so when you eat their food preferences, it will not taste as good as it could have. Eat your fruits and vegetables. They are better for you than other food options, and the more you eat, the more you will want to eat them. Thank you all for watching. These videos take a long time to make, so please consider liking, subscribing, and turning those post notifications on to become a citizen of Llama Town.